back to another video of mine. So today I'm going to do something different. If you guys like this video, then I do plan to do it every single month at the end of the month. But as you know, or you may not know, I do read some books. I have books behind me. I have tried to do a book channel. I do have one, but it's hard to post on there. I don't know if I'm a booktuber at the end of the day, but I have gotten back into reading. And what I want to do is like makeup inspired looks based on the best book that I've read in the month. And so this month, I don't feel like I've read anything spectacular. However, I have two books here in front of me that I gave 4 stars to. I think they're like low 4 stars, like out of 5. So I have When the Moon Hatched, and I also have Of Jade and Dragons. A part of me feels like I prefer Of Jade and Dragons. So my idea is to create a look based off of the theme of the book cover. And I mean, these are very similar to each other, so it really doesn't matter which one I pick, but we're gonna go with this one. It is a YA novel, it's by Amber Chen. I really don't like this cover. The actual book itself is very, very fun. So I'm wondering, I could either go this kind of green or dark, or both. I think that's the plan. So there's no other plan than that. Just a look inspired by the book, and that's it really. So yeah, let's get into it. Now I'm not going to be talking about these books, so that's not what this channel is about. I have no makeup on, so I'm sorry about that, but I'm just going with my Beauty Bay eye primer, and I'm just going to prime my lids. I don't usually do this too much, but because we might end up doing kind of a strange look. I'm expecting it to be a little strange because I think this is like a dragon. It's kind of hard to see. So I don't know if I should do something weird or I don't know. Like, you guys tell me. This is my first time doing this video, so we'll see. It might be a complete flop and failure. I really want to do it every month, though. I think it would be fun because, you know, it's about the makeup anyway. So even if you don't care about books, it's about makeup. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the sleeve as opposed to the book underneath because I think it would be more fun to do this. So we need to pull some blues, we need to pull some teals, and this white is kind of yellowy, so I'm going to pull some things and then let's have a look. All right, straight away I have the Look for Rainbows from GlossGods, and what I think might be fun to do is use this shade for that yellowy part. I think, yeah, something like that. And honestly, maybe even this shade, or no, yeah, maybe this one. I don't know. I'm going to keep this one out, obviously. This is in my Pan That palette in order, so I do want to get use out of it anyway. I think I'm also going to pull my Kaleidos. This is the Club Nebula. I might end up using the 7 to 9 shade because there is some turquoise blue in here, so that might end up being the right tone for that one. So we'll leave it out to see. All right, I've got a bunch of blue palettes here. So I do have the Color of Rain from GlossGods. I'm just gonna have a look. I'm sure there are shades in here that I can use. This one I think in particular would be a good one to use. The Jewels and Gem from Oden's Eye, I feel like it has some like dark tones that I could potentially use, like this one. And actually this matte down here seems like it would work out as like a starting shade. And then I have my Blueberry Muffin from BH, and there's quite a lot in here too. So I have no idea how I'm going to do the look or what I'm going to do. I don't know. I'm winging this. I have no idea what I'm doing, but yeah, actually this looks really, this is like perfect because there's even like gray, and you do have this gray shade. I feel like if I show you, there's like gray shades. Okay, so let's start, shall we? All right, I think I'm going to start in the Blueberry Muffin. I think it's probably the best one. I'm going to start in that gray, which is called Treat. Actually, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the vibes of the book. It's actually kind of blue, this shade, right? It's turning dusty blue, which is perfect. Okay. Little messy. I'm gonna go into maybe the Oden's Eye because there was a shade in there. This is a really nice tealy greeny shade. So I think I'm going to go into this one. And let's figure out where we can put this one. Maybe here? Okay. You go, Gabby. Yeah, you doing it. You're doing it. This is very dark. I was hoping to have read another book, but I mean, I read 5 books this month. As I'm filming this, it's like almost at the end of the month, and I'm not going to read another book before the end of the month because I'm just not like that. And I was hoping that it wouldn't be one of these 2 books because they're very, very dark covers. But you know what? You just got to go with it, and it is what it is. Honestly, I could even use like this shade for this cover, but I do think that we kind of need this because it is in, but maybe I could do that as like a liner. I'm thinking this is hard because I don't know where to go from here because there's like too many options now, but I also want to use like a pretty shimmer and still try to make this somewhat wearable. Well, actually, let me put this 7 of 9 from Kaleidos here. Brighten up this part a little bit. Like that. Is it giving the vibes? It's giving the vibes so far, right? I'm kind of focusing in on here because this is all like dark. It's kind of giving the vibes, but we need some lightness to it. Okay, so I think from here, let's add some shimmer. Let's do it. So let's go. I think Color of Rain will be a lot of fun to go into. Thinking, let me just swatch this one. Put this one. It's got green to it. I don't want it to go green. Maybe from the other palette. Because I also have that yellow. Maybe this one. I think this one is more the vibe, right? So, okay, so I'm gonna do a little pop here. Okay, we're gonna start with that. I think then I wanna go to the Blueberry Muffin again. Ooh, I'm getting thoughts. Okay, no, back to this one. I think we're gonna go into this, which is pretty, it's a really dry shade. No, actually this is too dry. I'm not gonna go into that one. And we're gonna go into Stud Muffin down here. So very, very dark blue. I'm gonna put this here. Hopefully this still has some pigment to it. It's getting very dark. That's the word for today. This is a dark look. This is so messy. When I go into blues, I tend to avoid these dark blues because I feel like you get it everywhere. I don't know how to not make this messy. And I don't know how to blend this properly, but I think I'm going to go into, this is the Color of Rain from GlossGods. I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Soaked. And this has got more purple to it, but I'm just going to lay this down over this other one because I think it's just going to look a little bit prettier. Yeah, I think that's pretty. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go into this lighter shade here. So let's do that. Something like that. All right, so I have the Molten Metals. This is their new release from December. I think that maybe this one, let's try. But where am I gonna put that? Underneath? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I think I need a black liner. All right, I have a black in this one, the Color of Rain. So this is just a matte black. So we're just going to do a little bit of a liner here. Let me do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I think I've done it. I haven't got anything on my lips. I also just did my hair because I left it go frizzy. But I think this is the look. Let's find some lips. I think I'm gonna keep it pretty minimal. I'm gonna go with my Beauty Bay. Yeah. All right, so if we do side by side, Does it give you the vibes? I think it's somewhat there, right? It's kind of fun. And, you know, I did like this book. I gave it 4 stars. I thought it was pretty decent. It is a YA, like young adult fantasy, obviously. It doesn't actually have dragons, so this was very misleading. It has like mention of dragons, but it's like the House of Dragons and stuff. And then, I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. It was very easy to read, but nothing out of this world amazing. Also, I feel like this one everybody loved. If you're into books, everybody loved this one. It was so confusing. And then at the end of the day, it wasn't even that good, but I did give it a 4 star. But I feel like these are both like low 4 stars. I think my enjoyment of these two though, I like this one more. This makeup actually does match this book too, right? Like the books are almost the same in terms of colors. So it doesn't really matter. They match both of them. Like I match both of them, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I had to go into how many palettes? I went into my Blue Moon, went into, thank goodness for these GlossGods, because I went into the Color of Rain, the Look for Rainbows, the Molten Metals. I went into Jewels and Gem from Oden's Eye, and also the Club Nebula. Although I don't think I really needed to go into 7 and 9 because I kind of covered it up, but I'm glad I did anyway because it's in my project level up. So, okay. All right, so that is my little video for you today. Let me know if you want me to do this every single month, because honestly, had I enjoyed these other books that I read, it could have been a completely different look. So it could have been a lot more pink and like green, but I gave this 2 stars. I also read this one. It could have been very blue again, but also like splashes of yellow. And I also read this one. So again, pink. So you missed out on looks from these because I did not rate them very high. But yeah, I don't know, even if you guys don't enjoy this video, I think I might just do it anyway as a series because I'm sure some people will enjoy it. I think for me personally, it will be fun to do because it will make me have to be creative. Like I had to be creative with this look. Not that it was the very like hard to do. At the end of the day, this is kind of a me look because I did the things that I like to do. I didn't do any like crazy wacky techniques or anything like that, or graphic liner, but it still took me out of my comfort zone, which I enjoyed, and made me use shades that I haven't been using. So anyway, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time. Bye.